Candy, do you care if I put you on the spot in an embarrassing and compromising situation for about 2 seconds?
Me?
Yes, you.
Why?
Well, this guy says he's pining for you, but I got a funny feeling that if something was happening to your husband, that you'd probably look me up first before him.
What?
I said if no offense, or and I'm not wishing anything on him, but if something was horrible was to happen to your husband, I would think you would look my direction before you would anybody else. Am I wrong on that?
I'm not going to nobody.
I will probably
You
just
guys, you're not going to be interested in nobody.
No, I probably would die of sadness.
Yeah, well. All right, I hate to put you on the spot, but he's sitting there, oh, I'm pining for her, and I'm waiting until our marriage is over, and all that.
What kind of mic is it? Well, I don't know, because my Chinese isn't that great. But here it is. If you can decipher what that shit says, you're welcome to it. But I can't figure it out. I did try to learn some Mandarin, but I never got around to the writing part. So, just the vocal part. But if you can make out what that says, that's probably the name of the company. But I can't make out what it says. Then again, it might just say microphone, gold microphone, right? Who knows? Professional mic. It is a true professional mic. You can tell by the attachment here. Right? It is a true mic. It is not junk, and it's got the shock resistant thing around it. Right.
Would you like hold public executions or what?
Fuck yes, I would. Fuck yes, I would. Fuck yes, I would. Right there, right out there in Times Square for everybody to see. Huh? I'd start with Charles Manson. That's who I'd start with. Do you have any idea how many trillions of dollars we've spent keeping that motherfucker alive? Trillions with a T, literally. The shit that people get away with would not fucking happen in the 70s. No fucking way. I would have never dreamed of calling a woman a bitch or a hoe. I mean, these fucking trolls and haters on the internet, all right? If we was in the 70s, concerned citizens would find out where these motherfuckers lived. They'd drag them out of the house, take them behind the building, and beat the fuck out of them, and then leave them there and say, now listen, bitch, you do this shit again, we'll be back. My idea of getting fresh with a girl would be grabbing her pigtails when she wasn't looking. Woodstock was a humongous event. I was there, a little tiny baby sitting on my sister's shoulders, but so I got to see Woodstock, yes. So I'm getting the fuck out, man.
Canada? You want to shoot Canada?
No, not Canada. Besides, Canada hates me anyway because I wanted to kill their Somali terrorists. I'm like, oh, I'm going to come up there and kill their fucking ass. Oh, no, you ain't, Punisher. We're going to keep your happy ass in America. Okay. Tell the Canadian Border Authority I said hi. That three-legged robot that chases Gordon Freeman and that chick through the woods and shit, that fucker's real. DARPA's got that motherfucker already. And those robot dogs, I call them,
yeah,
that chase Gordon Freeman, them fuckers are real. DARPA's got that shit already made. So I mean, yeah, all this shit for Half-Life 2 is all falling into place. And like I said, I had a dream, showing me all this shit. I mean, it isn't exactly like Half-Life 2, but it's kind of. Patriotism runs deep in me, let me tell you. But if what I saw in that dream is coming to pass, I got to get the fuck out of here. I got to live to fight another day. And America's going to need patriots on the outside to try and help restore America if and when the opportunity presents itself, right? But now caffeine I don't mind because, I mean, I suck down Mountain Dew like it's fucking water. So, I mean, caffeine don't bother me. But nicotine, I want to stay the hell away from that shit because that shit's addictive as fuck. I want 3 more kids. That's the problem. Actually, even more than 3 if I can get them, but at least 3 more. I would like to have at least 3 more children. Before I decide to, snip myself. It ain't me. What's the reason I want to sink the ship in international waters? I want to sink the ship because the ship is trafficking in human slaves. And I want to sink it. And yes, it annoys me. Is Andrea married again? No. No, not that I'm aware of. However, she was intending to become engaged to another guy, but that fell through. And then I guess when that fell through, she wanted to come back to me. And we have talked a couple times, but I don't know. I don't know what the gods have in store. Mom's not going to let Andrea come back. Mom hates Andrea. I'm only going to say this one more time because I've heard it a million times. I did not ever point a gun in anger at Andrea. It never fucking happened. All right? Never happened. Now, have I done a skit where I was doing the Punisher thing and, you know, pointing a gun at that? Yes. But that wasn't necessarily pointed at her. It was pointed at the camera, right? She just happened to be holding the camera at the time, but it was still, it wasn't pointed at her. It was pointed at the camera anyway. And the top three slots were empty. I pulled the bullets out. Why did Andrea believe that soiled underwear would kill her? Because the trolls told her that shit. Don't sit there and say, oh, Von Helton's kids. I'm concerned about Von Helton's kids. Well, if you're so damn concerned about Von Helton's kids, you can leave some money in my Patreon account or my PayPal account, and you can leave a little note saying, for the kids. All right? And the money will go to Von Helton's. If you leave money for the kids and you leave a note, it will go to Von Helton's. All right? So if you put a note on there for the kids, it will go to the Von Helton's because that's how I roll. What proves that you cares about my kids is if you reach out that wallet or that purse and you put some money in a Patreon account or PayPal account. And you, like I said, there's a place to leave a note, you know, for the kids. That's all you got to do. Just put for the kids, and the money will, every dime of that money will go to the Von Helton's. I should freeze some of my semen. I've heard that you can do that. I wonder how much it costs. I would sit down and watch Westerns with Dad, and I'd take my BB gun out and plink tin cans. And I had fun doing it. And nobody ever got killed either. You know? And it didn't rot my brain, like the liberals try to claim. Oh my God, you're going to rot their brain if you teach them how to shoot a gun. Yeah, well, never rotted my brain. Yes, I still managed to keep it together because I was trained to handle mental stuff, you know. I was trained for that. If I hadn't been trained to deal with mental stuff, I'd have probably cracked a long time ago. I'll be honest with you. I probably would have. But I was trained how to handle shit. Under pressure. I was trained to be able to handle anything under pressure. And I believe I do. Kenny KPZ. Have you seen what Kenny KPZ looks like? He's practically skin and bones, dude. He ain't gonna be able to do shit. Sorry. You know. And that's not a slight to skinny dudes. I mean, there's skinny dudes all over the place, but he's skinny. He's skinny. He ain't got no meat to him. I'm almost 230 pounds, dude. And Kenny looks like he's maybe 150 at the most. Okay, I would absolutely curb stomp his ass. You know, I could sit on the motherfucker, and that'd be the end of it right there. He's not getting up. You know, I did a lot of singing, and then you know, I took broadcasting, radio and television, and you know, I was a DJ for a long time, and I worked with local bands and even a few national bands. And I was roadie, I was sound man, I was lights. You know, I've been in the music. I was in the music industry for quite a while, actually. Started out with a little local band called Dragonfly, and went up from there. I got involved with the Dixie Dregs, which was a famous jazz band in Ohio. I did a little bit of work for them. And so, you know, I made the rounds in the music industry.
Damn.
Went up to Detroit and worked sound while I was working sound up in Detroit. They brought this black guy in, no band, and put him in the sound booth. And I'm like, okay, well, what am I doing with this guy? They're like, I'm like, where's his band? What are we doing here? They're like, just pot up his mic. I'm like, oh, okay. And so that was my indoctrination to the first rap artists. We brought him in literally off the street. Brought him in off the street, and he started doing his rapping, No music, no backing track, no nothing, just him and a microphone. And he was rhyming, Rap got its start as political free speech. It did not start as music at all. Zero. Nada. I was there. I worked the soundboard. And I was confused because I'm like, where's this guy's band at? And so that was my exposure to rap music for the first time.
Amazing. You were there for the first rap.
I was there for the first rap artist. Yes, sir. I was indeed.